Hey guys, what's up? I'm Rohit Khurana, your host on Intellect Digest, and today we have with us the Nokia Lumia 630 dual SIM model. This is the first dual SIM device by Nokia Lumia, and this is really interesting. Let me give you a quick hands-on. I'll give you a tour, my first impressions about the device. I'll talk about the specification features. I'll also show you the camera demo. I'll click some pictures, click some video. I'll also show you around the interface, what has changed, and what do you get with the Windows Phone 8.1 which comes loaded on the Nokia 630. Starting with the size and form factor of this device, the phone looks pretty sleek. It is 4.5-inch display and the display resolution is 480 by 854. This is an IPS LCD display and the viewing angles are pretty good. The device is also not very thick. It is 9.2 millimeters in thickness and feels pretty slim. You get power or wake up key on the right hand side, followed by a volume rocker on the same side. On the top you get a 3.5mm audio jack. On the bottom you get a standard micro USB port for charging. The left hand side of the phone is totally clean. Moving to the back panel of the phone, you get a 5 megapixel camera. This is an autofocus camera and comes with good quality. There is also Nokia camera app which gives you options to shoot some really cool effects. It is also capable of taking 720p videos at 30 frames per second. We tested the camera application for picture as well as video quality and we were pretty impressed with the results. Although this camera may seem to be less at 5 megapixel, but the quality of camera is pretty good. Talking about the specification, it is powered by 1.2 GHz quad-core processor, Snapdragon 400 chipset. It is the same that we see on the Moto G, and this is fairly decent when it comes to performance on the Windows phones. There is 512 MB of RAM, 8 GB internal memory, and there is a micro SD slot under the hood of this phone, so you can expand the memory. Let me open the hood and show you what lies beneath. So under the hood you get two SIM card slots. The SIM 1 is on the inside, so you cannot hot swap the SIM, but the SIM 2 is on the other side. There is also a micro SD card. You can expand the memory and it supports micro SD cards of up to 128 GB capacity. That's a lot of expansion that you can get on this phone. And the battery on the Nokia Lumia 630 is 1830 mAh battery. Coming to the software interface of the Nokia Lumia 630, it runs the Windows Phone OS 8.1. That is the latest Windows Phone OS that has been announced, and it comes with some very interesting features, which includes using up to 3 rows of tiles. Now you can also make some of these tiles transparent, put a custom background on the back, and it looks really interesting. You can choose which picture shows up as background, and some of these apps which are transparent will allow you to watch the background through these apps. It gives some cool effects to the overall interface. You can also merge some tiles like the phone tiles. You can put them as one, or you can also put them as separately as phone, SIM 1, SIM 2. When you merge them into one, you can select the SIM 1 or SIM 2 using the switch which is provided within the software interface. The same works for the messaging as well. There is also smart call forwarding feature, in which if you're talking on one SIM and there is call on other SIM, it is automatically forwarded to the other SIM so that you don't miss any call in your dual SIM phone. There is something cool called Action Center, which is something like quick toggles that we see on Android. So when you swipe from the top, in which you can change the settings, have a glance on the settings and decide what you want to put there for quick access. The calendar has also been improved in Windows Phone OS 8.1. Now the calendar application is cooler. You can swipe through the screens from left to right and you can look at your previous as well as next appointments. One very cool feature is the word flow. The word flow is something like a swipe keyboard or continuous input keyboard, but the word flow has intuitive interface. You can set the languages and it works seamlessly. It comes inbuilt on the Windows Phone 8.1 OS. There is another very interesting feature which is called the Sense. You get 4 kind of features under this feature. There is Data Sense, Storage Sense, Battery Sense, as well as Wi-Fi Sense. The Data Sense features allows for the data compression, so when you are using internet, it saves your bandwidth as well as the data charges that you pay. The Battery Saver, on the other hand, is also a very interesting feature. You can set when it becomes effective and you can use this Battery Saver to maximize your battery life by reducing some of the functionalities of the phone. The Storage Sense feature allows you to use the storage on the device and SD card in a smart way. You can decide where the applications are installed, and the applications can be installed on the external storage as well as you can run the applications from the external storage. There is also a very cool thing called the Wi-Fi Sense, in which you can share the Wi-Fi settings with your friends without even giving them the Wi-Fi password. There is also a very interesting feature which is called Sync. Now you can sync your settings across Windows devices, be it a Windows phone, a Windows tablet, or a Windows PC. All in all, with dual SIM functionality, Windows 8.1, the Nokia Lumia 630 seems to be an interesting offering. We'll give you a detailed review very soon when we get this device for a longer time. We'll do a gaming as well as benchmarks review later on. So stay tuned to Intellect Digest by pressing the subscribe button. We hope you like this video. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up by pressing the like button below. This is your host Rohit Khurana signing off. Thanks for watching.